Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be setting up my budget for my paycheck number 2. So if you'll see here, this is paycheck number 1, and now I'll be doing something very similar to this for my second paycheck of the month. Now both of these are based on my July monthly budget, which is listed here, and this is something that I fill in at the end of the month and see how much I was over or under in all categories. The stickers I have here are from Planner Kate. This one is from the Happy Planner Supermom sticker book, but these washies are from Planner Kate, and the binder, not the binder, and the planner that I'm using is, this portion is from the Deluxe Monthly from Erin Condren. I have Franken-planned this, however, so we do have the Life Planner Hourly within the first section, and then 6 months in it switches to the Deluxe Monthly, which I have my budget in. So if you'd like to check out that video, I highly recommend it if you haven't already. So like I said, we'll be breaking down my fixed, what we're gonna start off with my fixed expenses for this second half of the month. And then after I've set this up, I'm actually gonna be stuffing my envelopes. Sorry, I'm flipping through to see my budget breakdown. I typically write a little rough draft version in this dot grid Erin Condren notebook that I keep in my on-the-go folio. So for fixed expenses, there are only, there's only 2 fixed expenses. So let's actually zoom in, perfect. So the first fixed there's technically only 1 fixed expense, which is my Apple Music, because my student loan is not fixed. Well, that's all right. This is gonna be short. Sorry about the motorcycle in the background. I live in Chicago. Okay. So for Apple Music, I'm budgeting $9.99. That is usually what it always is, and so that should be the actual. I keep referring back to this because I just want to make sure that I'm setting it up the same way. Next is going to be variable expenses. So I'm gonna go ahead, I've condensed stickers from this kit all into one sheet, so don't mind that. I think I'll put here the washi for the fixed expenses, or the variable expenses, excuse me. So I'll write variable expenses. So I know some people might think that this is pretty redundant. You know, if I have a monthly budget, why am I doing a paycheck breakdown? And that's because I want to make sure that I know which paycheck is paying for what. So you always want to just kind of have a plan for where your money is going. That's how I operate. There's like something, okay. That's honestly how I operate. That's how things work best for me. So technically, yeah, my student loan, it can go in 2 places. It's not really fixed though. Oh well, I'm just gonna put my student loan here. Student loan. Then we have groceries, eating out, Amari, who is my son, he's 1.5 years, gas, household, me, James. If you'll notice, in general, I don't have a ton of like actual bills to pay. Like, we don't pay for Netflix, my parents pay for that, and we just mooch off of them. Same thing with Hulu. My mom is very kind and is paying my portion of the phone bill because she knows that I have been more aggressively paying off debt. And so she'd like to assist with that. Plus she knows that James is out of work right now. And so that's very, very kind of her. So then after, I'll put my sinking funds. Yeah, after the fact. So I could have put, no, this is good that I'm putting it here. So I save in my second paycheck every month half of rent for the following month. So this is half of what I will put towards my August rent. And then another category for Skylin, who is my little cousin. And then I do like to just have unbudgeted, just so I have somewhere to track it. So let's see, where am I stopping at? Okay. Perfect. Then we have this one here. I feel like I should do it this way. This is easier. And then for actual, this is looking good. Although my pen is smearing a little bit, it's fine. I'm not gonna stress myself out about it. I'm just gonna use another piece of this thin washi. This came from Planner Kate has add-ons, so this is just like the thin washi portion of the add-ons. So then after that, it looks like I have sinking funds. So here I don't break them up by category. It's like lumped together by cash, sinking funds, and then sinking funds that I deposit into my Chime account. And that's because I have a separate area that I track each individual sinking fund. And this is usually what I budgeted is what I'll actually put in. So this will be cash. I just write SF and then Chime. Hopefully my pen stops exploding everywhere. Ugh, I hate when that happens. It's like because it's left over on the ruler, it just like smears everywhere and it drives me nuts. Okay, and then the last thing we're gonna add, no, I'm sorry, there's two things. We're gonna add our total. And then, oh, I liked how I did that. I used a mild liner for the totals and wrote on top of it. So I'm gonna do the same. Here. So I'm gonna write totals. And then, how did I do this? I keep kind of looking back on it. Budgeted, actual, and then an over and under. Which I think is nice for ending balances. Just kind of not really paying attention. And I'm just kind of hoping that it works. Okay. The last little bit I want to add is, I'll put this one so I won't have to rip it again. I'm just gonna write income. So any income that I get for the month, I can track here. And this is something that I'll do off camera. Oh, you didn't even see that, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'll do that off camera because I do not include my income in my budgets. So let me go ahead and actually fill all of these categories in. So for student loans, I'm anticipating putting $450 away. For groceries, $225. Eating out, 100. Amari, 100. Another motorcycle. Gas is gonna be 35. And that's because I don't drive a ton. And sometimes I use that for Uber instead. For myself, 25. And James will get 25. Then half of what I'm saving for my August rent will be 600. Skyline, I'm budgeting $40. And then I don't budget for unbudgeted, but I do like to have that category there. For our cash sinking funds, it is $170. And then for Chime, it is $110. So all of that added up will be, let's see, $9.99 plus $4.50 plus $2.25 plus 100 plus 100, 35, 30, 25, 25, 600, 40, 170, 110. So $1,919.99 is what I'm budgeting. The things that I don't include in here, remember, is my savings that goes in a separate category. And I don't include that because since I do a zero-based budget, if I included that, you'd be able to add it up and know how much I get paid. So this is it in terms of my actual paycheck breakdown. I hope that this makes sense for you. We've got things separated based on a fixed expense, so I know what the bill is going to be, anything that fluctuates and is variable, our sinking funds, and then the totals. So now what I'm going to do is flip back over to my sinking funds. So here's where I have my sinking funds broken down. I have them broken down by all of my categories, and they're split up towards the end here because these are saved in cash, and then this is saved on a separate card. You'll see swim here at the bottom. I had forgot to add it, so it's a little awkward. These two should technically be like swapped, but it is fine. So what I have already done is I filled in how much I spent in what categories. So I spent for Eamon's birthday because it passed already. I spent on Amari's clothes because I had gotten some swim trunks and a few shirts from Target. My clothes on, I think it was like workout leggings, that's right. For other birthdays, $60. That was for my Grandpa Joe for his birthday. For events, $43. I honestly cannot even tell you what that was from. I have no idea, like literally no idea. And that is what I spent for the month from my sinking funds. I had originally said I was going to use this space to track my sinking fund transactions. It's not happening. This is why I don't do a ton of stuff with cash, because I don't keep track of my receipts. I forget what I've spent. I forget where I spent it. I like having it all logged on my debit card, because then I can see what came out for what. And for whatever reason, I'm more likely to save a receipt when I'm using my card than cash. I don't know. Is anyone else out there like that? Because I feel alone. So I'm zooming back in, because I'm going to be writing in how much I'm adding in all of these categories for this stuffing. So for, let me see, my mom's birthday, I am adding nothing. Eamon, nothing. Halloween, I will be adding $5. Thanksgiving, $5. Christmas will get $50. New Year's is getting nothing. Amari's birthday is going to get 20. Right? I think so. Let me see. Amari. Yep, $20. Valentine's Day will get $5. Nothing for St. Patrick's Day. $5 for James' birthday. Nothing for Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Amari's clothes. He will be getting $10 added. My clothes, I will be adding 20. Home decor will get 10. Family photo is not going to get anything. Other birthdays will get $20. And then events will also get 20. My birthday, nada. So we're gonna move here. Vacation will get 20. Car maintenance will get 10. Car tags will get 10. Car insurance will get 20. And then swim will get 50. So these numbers are exactly the same as what I added for the first half of the month. And so those totals will equal the same, 170 and 110. So I'm trying this layout for the first time. What I've done is I've given my starting balance, what I'm adding, subtracting for paycheck number 1, adding, subtracting during paycheck number 2, and what that ending is. So essentially I should be able to say, okay, I have, let's use one that I spent money. Okay, other birthdays. I had 60, I added 20. So I can literally do this on a calculator. So let's say I started with 60 and I added 20. Then I spent 60 and then I added another 20. So that leaves me with $40 right now. Now if I spent something again, I could then subtract it and it'll give me my total. So to me, this makes sense. What?
I'm just looking for my phone.
It was on the floor in the bedroom.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I mean, that's the last place I saw it. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that sounds like it works. I just was having a hard time putting my total and then having to always think divide by 2 when I was stuffing my envelopes. It was annoying. Then for a while I had 2 separate pages, but I felt like it was a waste of paper. So I tried to condense it all into one list. So now let's actually get into the stuffing. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. And I have my 20s and my 5s, because if you know me, you know that I don't really go to the bank and take money out with a teller. I just go to the Chase, I'm gonna move these down. I just go to the Chase ATM and pull money out. So here are my envelopes. So I am not going to be adding anything for my mom. As you can see here, that's just a line. So I'm gonna put this to the side. There's $80 in there already, and that's just what I'm gonna use for her birthday. So for Halloween, I will be adding $5. So 5 in here. So that means I should have now 130. So let's see. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, and then there's the first 5 and now the second 5, so 130. That's essentially how that works. So that's Halloween. Let's get into Thanksgiving. I'm adding another 5. Then we have Christmas, so I'm adding $50. So we've got 20, 40, 45, and 50. I'm getting a little stuffed. For New Year's, I'm not adding anything. For Amari's birthday, I'm adding $20. This one's getting a little stuffed too, 20. For Valentine's Day, I'm adding 5. And honestly, like $5 per paycheck right now, then come Valentine's Day next February, and I don't gotta worry about shit. James' birthday, $5. Same thing with James' birthday. It's not all the way until April of next year. And if I just keep adding $5 per paycheck, or if I get closer and I feel like I need to add a little more, then I can do 10 a paycheck. And then I'm all set. So nothing in Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day. I pulled those envelopes to the side already. Amari's clothes. So I'm adding $10 to this category. So you have 5 and 10. Next is my clothes. I'm adding 20. Am I too? Oh, can you see? Yeah, okay. So for my clothes, I'm adding 20. So I'm gonna pull a 20 right here. Every time this category gets emptied. For home decor, I'm adding $10. So 5 and 10. Oh, jeez. And then family photo is not getting anything right now. I think it will again in August, but not right now. Other birthdays, we're putting $20. And then for events, so it's been a hot minute. I lost that envelope or it broke or something. And I kept saying I was gonna make a new one and I haven't. So this is the 20 for events. And then I have $10 left over. And that's because, I don't know. I just accidentally took out an extra 10. So I'm gonna redeposit this back into my bank account. And then these here, vacation, car maintenance, car tags, insurance, and swim are all deposited into my Chime account separately. So I do a transaction for that and you'll see that also on my expense tracker. So that is it for my stuffing and my breakdown of my paycheck number 2. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like this channel, go ahead and follow it. Follow me over on Instagram at Stuffs Budget. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, if you'd like to share your method, if you think this is working, let me know. Thank you. Bye.